How's it going, everyone? Today I'm here with my WWE NXT TakeOver Orlando live review. Of course, I know the show took place back on Saturday. I didn't record a live review then because, honestly, I just had so much going on for WrestleMania weekend. I just didn't have any time to film any kind of review, which is why I didn't see a NXT TakeOver Orlando live review or a WrestleMania 33 live review. But since I am now home, I will be doing those, so I'll be doing my Orlando review right now for NXT TakeOver. And, of course, later on today, I'll also be doing my WrestleMania 33 live review. So, I felt like a mess. I apologize. I honestly just got back home from Orlando probably about, I don't know, 15 minutes ago, so I haven't showered or anything yet today, so I apologize if my appearance isn't the absolute best. But yeah, as the title of this video says, I'll be reviewing, of course, NXT TakeOver Orlando. Here's a poster here from the show about the Superstore. And yeah, I thought the show itself was great. I thought it was a great takeover. I thought the first three matches were really good. And honestly, I thought the last two matches were kind of disappointment, even though I thought the main event was still really good. I feel like the last two matches kind of didn't deliver as much as I was hoping for. But overall, I thought it was a great atmosphere, great crowd, and definitely a great show to attend live. Before the show started, we actually had the NXT taping for, I guess, I don't know when it's going to air, but the match that was taped was Oney Lorcan versus Elias Samson. Of course, Elias Samson in his mask gimmick because, of course, he lost the loser-lose NXT match, so that's supposed to be in NXT. I actually got to the arena about halfway through the match, so I didn't see really happening before it. But I know during the match, Elias Samson, for whatever reason, was actually really over, which is surprising because he's usually, you know, getting booed out of the building. So to see Elias Samson over was pretty surprising. And Oney Lorcan was actually being booed to the point where the crowd was actually really giving him heat, especially when he was doing like 15 running uppercuts in the corner. The crowd really hated that. So match itself was fine. Oney Lorcan ended up pulling off Elias Samson's mask off, and then of course capitalized on that by hitting a running neck breaker on him to get the win. So crowd, like I said, was very behind the Drifter, which is odd to see because, like I said, he usually gets booed out of the building. But you know, it was fine what it was. Then we go to the main show, which opened up with the 8-person tag team match, which was supposed to be SAnitY taking on Tye Dillinger, Roderick Strong, Ruby Rebel, and No Way Jose. But I'd accessed earlier that day, which I was actually at, but I'm pretty sure I was in line for Cesaro, because I remember hearing No Way Jose's music, but I didn't see what was going on, because, you know, I hear his music, I just naturally tune out. But I guess he got attacked by SAnitY, so he was out of the match, who ended up being replaced by none other than Kassius Ohno. He ended up being the 4th person in the match, which was awesome, because I was really kind of upset he wasn't on TakeOver, but, you know, that's the way you get him on the card. The match itself was awesome. I thought the great brawl at the beginning was definitely a hot start to the match. I thought Nikki Cross and Ruby Riot, had a great interaction. I just thought everyone going at it just really brought in that chaotic atmosphere to this match. I thought everyone did their part great. Even, you know, Alexander Wolf looked good in this match. Love the interaction between Roderick Strong and SAnitY. I thought he definitely had a hot streak with them, and especially that sick kick he gave Derek Young. I thought that was absolutely tremendous. And Kassius Ohno looked great. I wish he had more in-ring time. He had some nice spots with some elbows and, you know, the dive on the outside, which he prevented. So Kassius Ohno looked good. I just wish he had more in-ring time. I didn't think he was in the ring as much as he should have. Tye Dillinger was, of course, red hot. You know, his stance with SAnitY in the match was tremendous as well. So great opener. SAnitY gets the win after Killian Dane hits the one-winged angel on Tye Dillinger for the 1-2-3 victory. So SAnitY goes over. I was surprised by that, but considering Tye Dillinger is now on SmackDown Live, it makes sense why he was the one to pin as well. So great match there. Really enjoyed the opening contest. From there, I'm going to go to Aleister Black making his NXT debut in a phenomenal entrance. His theme, the entrance, the feel of him was just absolutely amazing. I thought they definitely made him stand out. I definitely thought they pretty much made him a star already, just the way they presented him. So definitely the presentation of Aleister Black was amazing. Taking on Andrade, Cien, and Almas. I thought the match was pretty damn good. I actually was taken by surprise because the amount of back and forth competitiveness of this match. Because honestly, I thought this match would just be one-sided with Aleister Black, but no, it was very back and forth. You know, it was pretty much a showcase match for both men, not just for Aleister Black. Really enjoyed that to the point where I thought Cien Almas was actually going to win the match a few times. So that was definitely great to add that to the match because, you know, usually in someone debuts, you automatically assume they're going to win. But no, it was actually very back and forth, and I actually thought Almas was going to win a handful of times. So both men looked tremendous. I thought I almost called him Tommy Yen. Aleister Black definitely showcases his agility, his ability, his striking. Pretty much everything that he should have showcased, I think he did here. I just thought it was a really good showcase match for both men. Loved ending as well with Aleister Black like slowly pulling almost up with his leg, followed by a roundhouse. to knock out Almas for the win. So Aleister Black gets the win. Great debut, like I said, phenomenal entrance. Love his music. Just the presentation of Aleister Black is awesome. I really do hope they go with a good direction with him, because to me he's already starred just based off that entrance alone. So good stuff with Aleister Black and Cien Almas. And then we go to the match of the night, which was the triple threat elimination match of the NXT Tag Team Championship. The Authors of Pain versus DIY versus the Revival. Of course, the new tag team titles, which I might add, I think look pretty damn good. I think it's slightly different from the original ones, but I think it's an improvement. I enjoyed the tag team titles honestly more than the other two new titles. So new NXT tag team titles look great in my opinion. Match itself, match of the night, very, very taken by how great this match was. Love the teamwork between the Revival and DIY to the point where they knew they needed to team together to do the greater good and get rid of the Authors of Pain. And I just love the continuity between both teams. Even though at times they were kind of going at it, and they quickly realized, you know what, we need to take these big assholes out first. And they look great. Authors of Pain look great as well. They just pretty much, no matter what was thrown at them, they were able to get out of it somehow, whether it's a double team or, with the spot I absolutely love when I think Ciampa was trying to do did a dive on the outside to a flip powerbomb to one of the Authors of Pain, and it was all on the ropes. And Johnny Gargano went to assist it, and then Revival came running down and knocked him off and put him through the table. I thought that was a great spot right there. Some more great spots were, Johnny Gargano going for super kick, and since Ciampa was out, he was like, "What do I do?" And then Scott Dawson's like, "No, let's do it." Dawson does the running knee, so they do DIY's finisher, and then Ciampa and Scott and Dash Wilder do the Shadow Machine to win the Authors of Pain. Just thought the continuity between DIY and the Revival, putting the differences aside for this match, made tremendous storytelling, and the crowd's red hot. A lot of great spots, a lot of great moments. This match flowed perfectly, and I absolutely loved the match. So great stuff from all three teams. DIY, unfortunately, was the first team eliminated after the Authors of Pain hit the last chapter, I believe it's called, on Ciampa. So DIY was eliminated, so it came down to Authors of Pain versus Revival. Match didn't go on much longer. Authors of Pain hit their double team tag, their double powerbomb finisher on the Revival for the 1-2-3 victory. So Authors of Pain obtained tag team titles. Like I said, match of the night, loved it. Very, very fun. Arguably match of the weekend for WWE, if you ask me. Just tremendous stuff from all three teams, and Authors of Pain come out victorious. Thought maybe they overdid it with them a little too much, considering the amount of stuff they're kicking out of and fighting out of. But I know they want to build them as monsters, but I thought sometimes you made them look a little too strong. But yeah, fantastic match. Really enjoyed that match. Match tonight, if you ask me. From there on, we go to the NXT Women's Championship match, Asuka versus Ember Moon. Quick thoughts on the new NXT Women's title. Don't like it. It looks like a X Division title. It just looks very basic to me. I don't enjoy it. I know the NXT title pretty much is the same thing, but bigger and I think darker. But I think it looks slightly better still. But NXT Women's title, I don't like the new design. But what can you do? As far as the match goes itself, I will say I was disappointed. I expected more out of this match. I will say Ember Moon did probably give Asuka her most competitive match, but I won't say it was her best match. Now, I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews about this match. A lot of people saying it's Asuka's best match. People saying that, it was good but not great. Live perspective, it was just good. Like I said, both women went there and had a competitive match. It was good back and forth action. You had some great sequences. It was good, but it wasn't to my expectations. The ending I didn't really like as well. I understand what they're going for with Asuka's, pretty much being a heel. Throwing the referee into Ember Moon when she's set up for the Eclipse. Ember Moon falls. Asuka hits a spin kick for the 1-2-3. Asuka retains the NXT Women's Championship, which I'm very happy about. I'm very happy Asuka retained because I don't think this was Ember Moon's time. I think they haven't built her properly at all. I think her winning would have been a huge mistake, so I'm very glad that Asuka did retain the NXT Women's Championship here. So, like I said, good match, just didn't reach expectations if you ask me. So, Asuka Ember Moon, like I said, it was good but didn't reach it. And, that's all I'm going to say about that. And then we go to the main event. But before we go to the main event, we had the surprise return of Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre sitting at ringside, pretty much doing the exact same thing Bobby Roode did last year at NXT TakeOver Dallas. Sitting ringside, they announced him. They said that he signed to a contract at NXT. Very happy about that. Drew McIntyre is a guy that I believe he's tremendously grew his stock since he left WWE a few years ago. So especially now with NXT losing the talent they have, I think Drew McIntyre is going to be a perfect fit and great for NXT right now. So very happy to see Drew McIntyre back in NXT, or back in WWE, but in NXT right now. And I think he'll do great for that brand. But I'm going to the main event, which was the NXT Championship Match. Bobby Roode, the glorious Bobby Roode, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. Fantastic entrances from both guys. Love the screen for Nakamura, and you see the shadow behind him doing the entrance, and of course the piano for Bobby Roode, him coming out and just all white, looking absolutely tremendous in the robe and all. Fantastic entrances. As far as the match goes itself, I will say the match was pretty much the exact same match they had at TakeOver San Antonio. I felt like the match flowed the exact same. The match length was pretty much the exact same. The story was the exact same, with Nakamura's knee being worked on, which led to him losing. I felt like the exact same match, but that's not a bad thing. I still thought this match was very good. It had a slow start, lighted candle, a slow flame. I don't know the expression. I'm screwing it up. I'm tired. I don't have much sleep, so I apologize for screwing that up. A slow flame going. Eventually, it starts picking up. The match starts getting awesome. We had some good stuff, good back and forth action, kicking out of each other's finishers. Just like I said, pretty much the exact same match they had at TakeOver San Antonio, which isn't a bad thing. Like I said, it was a very good match. Still, I really enjoyed it. Bobby Roode won the glorious DDT off the second rope. Well, he jumped off the second rope, landed, and picked up and hit the glorious DDT on Nakamura to retain the championship. So Nakamura loses. Bobby Roode is still the NXT champion. Then, of course, after the show, I believe, because I didn't even know this didn't air, but Nakamura gave a swan song. He did he posed for the crowd. He hugged Drake, the referee, in the ring, walked to the ramp, pointed the NXT logo on the ground, and then left. So that was a great farewell for Nakamura, because he's now on SmackDown Live, which was an awesome moment. I'm still trying to digest that moment. I still can't believe Nakamura is finally in the main roster. It doesn't feel real. I feel like if I pinch myself, it won't be real anymore. So I'm very glad Nakamura is on SmackDown Live of the two brands as well. So great main event, like I said. Pretty much an exact same repeat as the San Antonio match, but I really enjoyed the match as well. So I can't complain about that. But yeah, overall, TakeOver Orlando, like I said, I thought it was a great show. Probably not the best TakeOver. I'd probably rank it probably in the middle. Like I said, the first three matches I thought were great. The last two, even on the main event, I still thought it was really good. I expected more, so the last two matches were disappointing for me. But great atmosphere, great show. Really enjoyed that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please leave your guys' comments below and leave a like on the video. I'll be doing a review of the show itself probably next week once I watch on the network, so therefore I can give you my show review of it, not just a live perspective of it. And yeah, like I said, later on I'll be doing my WrestleMania 33 live review, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching the video.